Hello to all of my beautiful followers out there. This is Adam, aka your Super Para, also known as the Para Prince. I just wanted to say good afternoon to everybody out there, and this will be the 11th day that I am going to be doing my dressing tutorial. And I know I have talked about this subject before, but I really need to talk about it again, just for the fact that it is a very serious topic, and it is just very important, and that is foot and skin care. I'm going to back up a little bit so we can get a better view of my feet here. See, when it comes to me, I have no swelling in my legs. Being that I have taken my first dose of medication, I have no spasms. My legs are not as stiff as they are when I wake up. I wear my compression stockings every day along with a pair of shoes, and if you can see, my foot is still almost at a 90-degree angle. It has, went down just a tad bit. So maybe 84, 85 degrees. But still, for somebody that has been a para for over 10 years now, that is very good. And being that my legs are not swollen, that is another very good sign to having good circulation and not a lot of sodium or salt in your blood, or in your body, just because of the fact that it will all eventually go down to your legs and to your feet, and it will cause major problems in the long run. So, you want to make sure that you get your legs good and moistened, because once you put your compression socks on, or the compression stockings, usually you don't take them off until later on that night, later on during the day. So basically the entire time you have them on, you want your legs to be able to stay moisturized and also have a little bit of the blood circulation, and that's why we do our pressure releases in our chairs every 20 minutes for at least 30 seconds. And if you will, just looking at my feet, on the bottoms of my soles, they are very smooth. Very smooth to the touch, almost like a newborn child. Just because of all of the time that has passed since my accident. But I have taken really good care of my legs and my feet over the years, at least up until I had that really bad pressure sore on my right ankle, which took around 4 months to heal. And that is why I always wear my compression stockings and shoes, just because I don't want to end up in the wound clinic again because it is very aggravating having to redo the bandages and stuff that they put on, because you would think that just a couple of bandages would be okay, but about 15 to 20 bandages in is when they are about halfway done. So now that my legs and feet are good and moisturized for the day, I am pretty much ready, and that is all it takes when it comes to your legs and your feet. And let's see. Oh, and a tip when it comes for the toenails. The toenails, they will become thicker over time, and they will become a lot more, what's the word for it? I guess thicker, or not as easy to cut. And a very, very interesting and helpful tip that will come to that, because there's been many times that I have tried to clip my toenails, and instead of it clipping across, it will crack and go straight down, and it will cause my toes to bleed. One amazing tip that I picked up, is take a big glob of Vaseline, put those over your toes, your toenails, and your entire foot, and make sure you put plenty on there, and just put a pair of socks on over your feet at nighttime. And when you wake up in the morning, your feet will be dry. They will be baby smooth. You may have to do it 2-3 nights in a row to get the maximum smoothness, but the Vaseline will absorb into your foot and into your nails, and it will make your nails so much easier to work with and to clip and to take better, proper care of. And so with that being said, I really, really hope that the people who either have stockings and they are not wearing them, start wearing them, or any paras or quads who do not have stockings, you definitely need to get you a pair of the stockings, just because they can be lifesavers, especially when traveling. That is a huge time when you definitely will need to have stockings, is when you're up in the air. That, along with your salt and sodium intake, because a lot of people, they do like to put a lot of extra salt on their foods that already contain sodium, and that is just, a mixture for disaster when it comes to paras, quads, all of us. So once again, watch your sodium salt intake, keep your legs moisturized, wear your stockings, and in time, your legs should be fine, and you will not have what they call drop foot, where your leg is basically like that. There's a little bit of spasms starting. You can see it against my hand there. But yeah, like I said, they are almost at a 90-degree angle, and it's been over 10 years. So I would say it's more of an 80, 84, 85-degree angle, but that is still very good for somebody in my condition. So that is what I would like to speak about when it comes to skin care and foot care, because once again, that is a very, very important subject to talk about and to make sure you are doing and taking care of daily. And also, another way of getting your pants or shorts on instead of rolling from side to side is the way I do it in my chair. You can kind of just scoot them up a little bit on each side. It will just take you a couple of times, and boom, there's another way of getting everything together the way it needs to be. But once again, when I am on my bed is when I feel the most comfortable dressing myself or doing any of the following that could somehow possibly make me fall out of my chair. So yes, the more room I have to sit, the more comfortable that I normally feel. So, and with all that being said, I know Thanksgiving is coming up. My dad and myself, we are ready. We are going to be having some good old turkey legs, I believe deviled eggs, possibly some stuffing, cranberry sauce, and that will be good enough for us. But since we don't have any family up here or any friends or anything like that, it'll just be us two, which is the way I prefer it. It's been that way for a little over 10 years. Well, no. It's going to be our 9th Thanksgiving together. We actually got to share one with our family back in 2015, which was, well, it was wonderful being home during Thanksgiving. But with that being said, I hope everybody else is ready for their Thanksgiving. And to be honest, I sure do wish I was back home down south during this time of the year, because I know I would be able to gain at least 10 pounds from eating my relatives' food and all of their good cooking. Because, once again, this is Alaska and not the South. They don't know what sausage and gravy biscuits are up here. So, you're not going to be able to go to a place in the morning and get that for breakfast. But if you want anything that has a million tons of sugar and stuff in it, hey, you're in luck. That's everywhere up here. But that's just not for me. I've had to cut back on the sweets, as everybody can tell, and I've done a really good job. And let's see. And as of now, I don't really know of any topics or tips that I can speak of when it comes to the upper body, besides getting into physical therapy to work on your upper body muscles to get them strong enough to be able to transfer you in and out of your chair, in and out of your car, onto your bed, onto your toilet, onto the couch, wherever you are going to transfer onto. So, but one thing that does help is just basically sitting like this and just raising your hands up and just seeing how long you can hold your balance. That is a great way to build stamina on your own, and in the long run, it makes you feel good about yourself too. So, yeah, you can't beat that. You can't beat that with a stick. I don't care what you say. But, as far as I know, I don't really have anything else to speak about today while doing this tutorial. I just know that I really needed to go over foot care and skin care again, because that is so important when it comes to paras, quads, basically anybody with disabilities below their bodies, anybody having trouble with their legs, swelling, their feet. Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of the information that I've given you will help when it comes to the swelling, when it comes to your toes starting to curl after being out of a pair of shoes and socks and stuff for so long. So I do hope that that has helped everybody, and please feel free to share this video as much as possible. I have had people reach out to me from the United States, from Italy, from the United Kingdom, from China, just to basically say thank you. And I have also been able to help a few people, and the return from what I've got has made me happier, has brought me out of a depression that I was falling into almost 2 weeks ago. And being that the winter is here now, it is the worst state to live in during the winter time when it comes to depression, suicidal thoughts, anything like that. And I was that close to wanting to give up, and somehow I started making these videos, and it basically gave me a second wind and brought me back to life. And the further my videos reach, the more people I can possibly help. So I cannot do it alone. I need you, all of you beautiful people's help. So if you will, just please like, comment, and share this video. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am at 75 subscribers now. I never imagined I would be at 75 subscribers. In my condition, I only thought that was for, like the famous YouTubers, and what I'm doing is more for me and for an educational purpose, and to try to help others who need it. And just the fact that I have followers now, or subscribers, people who watch my videos, it just, the feeling is overwhelming, and I cannot thank each and every one of you enough. And I hope that my videos can do for all of you what all of you have done for me and for my heart. So until next time, just remember, this is Adam, your Super Para, also known as the Para Prince. And I will see all of you beautiful people in my next video.